Good morning, everybody. This is Doug from Big Love Vinyl in Oak Island, North Carolina. It is January the 10th. This is my assistant. His name is Vinyl Richie. He will be with us all morning. Thankfully, it's just me and Vinyl here, and I can't do this without him. So thank you very much, buddy, for being here. Here's my pat for Travis. I am going to do something that I've never done before. I'm going to do this first because I'm afraid I'll forget. I have so much to show you guys today. A lot of new records that have come in. So I'm going to get right into things and show you one thing we're going to do. I did some fun pairing of CDs and records today for you. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull this chair out here. I'm going to show you the record. So this is Elton John, Empty Sky. It's a $30 record. It's an import from the UK, 1969. If you buy this record, I'll throw the CD in for free. So these are CD and record combos. How about that? I was able to match up Elton John's 11/17/70 record as well. This is a $20 vinyl record and the free CD with it. Down here is Michael Bublé. The record is the best of Michael Bublé. It's $35. It's a sealed 2LP, and we'll throw in the CD It's Time for free. This is the best of Electric BB King. The record is $20, and the free CD is 6 Silver Strings. Bob Seger is next. This is the album called The Distance. It has the hype sticker here, $14 on the record, and a free greatest hits CD from Bob Seger. Elton John, this record is from my collection. $25 for the Tumbleweed Connection. Very, very nice copy of that. Free Yellow Brick Road CD. Over here we've got James Taylor, JT. Does have a mark on the front of the sleeve there. $10 record. Free James Taylor Greatest Hits CD goes with that. Down here is Rod Stewart, $13 for Atlantic Crossing, and you get the free CD. This album is called If We Fall in Love. And two more for you. Elton John, this is my favorite Elton John, Don't Shoot Me. I'm only the piano player, $18 record. Really nice copy of that. You can see how nice the sleeve is. You can see me there in the reflection too. Free CD Elton John, Sleeping with the Past will go with that purchase. And if you buy this Roy Orbison, In Dreams, 2LP, the greatest hits for $26, we'll get the all-time greatest hits of Roy Orbison CD for free. How about that? I hope you guys like that. By the way, if you're in Oak Island or Southport, come in and see us. This is what it looks like this morning with the sun coming up. It's super early here on Friday morning. Come into the shop. If you want the CD special, you're gonna have to find the record in the shop. It should be right here in Just Arrived under the used section, which is right here in front of the window. Or if you're online, go to biglovevinyl.com, search for that record. When you buy it, we will have the CD already ready to go. So we'll just slide it in there for you. By the way, on the website, biglovevinyl.com, our product pages look like this. You'll see that there are 3 buttons there. You can add a product to your cart, you can make an offer, or you can put it in your want list. If you put it in your want list, it goes right up into that section there, and you can kind of acquire records that you're interested in and then decide what you want by going there at the end, putting them in your cart, and checking out. And we also have the 10% off 4 or more pre-owned. That's right. So if you do 10 pre-owned records in your cart, you're going to get 10% off all 10 of them. So seen some orders last week where people were saving $50, $60. I have a free Rumors insert. This is, you guys know this record, right? This is the insert that came in the Rumors record, US pressing. Got an extra one of those. It's free. If you purchase something in the next week or so, send me a note that you want this, and if you need that to complete one of your Rumors, we'll get that taken care of. All right. Having fun? I'm having fun. What am I going to show you? All these records here. Look at that, Weird Al in the house. All these are new. I'm going to quickly show you what's left over from last week. All these from my collection. some Japanese presses. Over here, we've done something really cool with our vintage sealed, where I'm going to take you through a trip back through the 70s and 80s this morning, and also go through all of these new sealed pressings that we've got. I think that's what I want to accomplish, and I want to get it done as quickly as I can. So this isn't a 30-minute video, so I'm going to jump right in. All right, vinyl, you ready? Let's do it. Weird Al Yankovic. This is a pre-owned. These are all pre-owned records. They are new arrivals for this week. This is called Even Worse, and tough record to find, especially in this condition. That is a beautiful, beautiful copy. It's 48 for that record. Next up is a magnificent DJ Jazzy Jeff record. I want to show you this very closely. This is autographed. It says to J1 Peace, and then the autograph of Mr. Jeff, Jazzy Jeff. Because it's autographed, we priced it at $60. Really hard to price stuff that's autographed, but this is an import from France. I think it was the only place where it was pressed was France. I believe that's correct. 2 LP autographed DJ Jazzy Jeff. That's going to go up on our wall, so I'm going to put that over here. He and LL can hang out. $60 if you want that collectible piece. The vinyl is very, very, very nice shape, by the way. Next up, first press, Warren G. In the Midnight Hour is a 2 LP, $45 for Warren G. That is a first press. Next up, King Cobra. Check this out, you guys. Never seen this before, and I'll never see it again. This is Thrill of a Lifetime. It is an import. First one we've ever seen from Mexico. That's right, a first press, rare Mexico import. The sleeve is VG. As you can see on the top there, it's got some wear on it. That's Thrill of a Lifetime, King Cobra, $34 for a Mexico import. Okay, I'm going to pick up the pace. Are you ready? REM, Everybody Hurts, US 1993 on white vinyl. I can't get in there and show you, but it is. It's the white vinyl copy of this, $35. 1993, you guys. 1993. Wow. Scorpions, In Trance. Never seen this before. Got it for you this week. This is an import from the UK, 1983 first press, UK. Sleeve does have a little bit of wear, so I'd say VG on the sleeve, VG plus on the vinyl, $35. That will fly out of here, so I hope you grab it quick. Guns N' Roses Unplugged, 1993, 2 LP, $32. Rancid and Out Come the Wolves, 2015 with the poster, $35. Beautiful copy of that. AC/DC, this is a 12-inch single. It's Let's Get It Up live, December 1981. UK import, 1981. There's what's on it. Check this out. Naughty by Nature, $25 for Naughty by Nature. This is on Tommy Boy. I believe this is their self-titled record. It has a generic sleeve. $25, Naughty by Nature. Jimi Hendrix, never seen this one before until this week. Johnny B. Good, import UK. See the sleeve condition. Sleeve has got some issues there. You can see it's got some tears, some damage, I'll say. $20 though for that record. Pretty cool. That is a import, UK import. Next up, Chick Corea and Nicholas Economou on 2 pianos. That's an import from Germany. If you're into some jazz, we played this. It's kind of a dueling pianos, jazz style. Crazy cool record, $18. If you're into that, I loved it. Shel Silverstein, this is called Songs and Stories, US 1978. That is $19. Vinyl says he knows Shel. That's cool. Next up, Led Zeppelin, Presence, US 1976, embossed. That's the embossed. You can feel it right there. I can feel it. If I get in really, really close, can you guys feel it? Touch your screens. Just kidding. $22, Led Zeppelin. Iron Maiden. This is a heavy record. My rotator cuff just said, woo, wow, that's heavy. The Book of Souls. This is live chapter is what it's called. An import from Europe, and it's 2017, a 3 LP, $45. Beautiful, beautiful condition. This is a various artists. It's a Stones Throw X Serato limited edition 2 LP on clear vinyl, 2 disc, 2 slip mats, and that's all the tracks and all the artists on this. It's a really cool hip hop there. It does have the slip mats in there. Collector piece, $59. MC Hammer is next. This is Please Hammer, Don't Hurt Him. It is the US 1990 OG C condition on the vinyl. It does have some marks on it. Got some pretty good love. $18 though, it's an OG. Radiohead, The Bends. I think this is the first copy of this we've had in the shop. I can't believe that. Wow. Import UK. EU. That's a Europe. That's a little typo there on the label. Threw me off. 2022, $28 for Radiohead. JJ Cale, his record called Number 5, $26. Played that this week, loved it. Here's a punk rock record by Drunk Tank, US 1991, first press, $45. Chase the Dragon, this is Magnum. It's an import from the UK, 1982, first press, $20 on the Magnum. Pretty cool rock record if you haven't heard that. The Rolling Stones, Made in the Shade. A lot of people don't know this, and I recently learned it. This is a compilation record. I didn't know that. I thought this was just one of their records. Not really a big Stones fan, but $17. Let me tell you what's on this really quick. Brown Sugar, Tumbling Dice. What else? Wild Horses, Angie, It's Only Rock and Roll. You know, that's a compilation record. Didn't realize that. They should have called that Greatest Hits or something to make it more clear. If you're a Stones fan, you don't care. Nick Kershaw, that's a promo copy of his album Human Racing, $15. That was from my shelf at home. Put that up here in my section. Are you guys digging the records today? I hope you're enjoying this. Nat King Cole, St. Louis Blues. This is a US 1958 stereo. You might see these at a thrift store for $1 because they're beat up and they're represses, but this is actually a US 1958. Almost kept it. Beautiful sounding record in amazing condition. $15 for that. Also have Welcome to the Club. Same scenario, except this is US 1959 and it's a mono copy. That's $24. Yep, priced up there because of the mono, the early press, and the condition of that record. 55 original hits. This is a 3 LP. If you want something fun for $15, it's $5 a record. There's what's on it. Someone will buy that for $15, $5 a record. K-Tel Super Hits of the Superstars, Original Hits, Original Stars, volume number 1 is $12. $12 for K-Tel. There's what's on that one. All right, Paul Revere and the Raiders is next. This is a 2 LP Greatest Hits for $12. Marshall Tucker Band, Long Hard Ride is $12. We've got Hank Williams Jr., High Notes. That's $14 for some Hank. Bonnie Raitt, my favorite of hers, Nick of Time. Love this record. Every song is great. C condition on this one. You can see the sleeve here. It's got some damage on it. Did play with a little bit of crackle, but $12 for Bonnie Raitt. Soul Train is next. This is a 2 LP featuring the Stylistics, the 3 Degrees, and some others. Theme from Shaft is on there. This is the original hits by the original artist, by the way. And I don't think it's K-Tel. Couldn't really tell who pressed that. It does say Avco at the bottom, but that album is called Soul Train, 2 LP for $14. Freedom is next. This is Freedom. By Session Presents Freedom. It is a compilation record for $15. If you want to know who's on that, I'll let you know. I just saw the first artist was The Who. Trying to speed things up here so you guys don't get too bored. Graham Nash and David Crosby, $13. Now we are into some stuff from last week that I just want to quickly go over. I've got the Best of John Prine here for $24. Bad Company, Human Rights. This is a first press 1987. This is reggae rock. How about that, you guys? $24. So I'm gonna try that one out. And here we are with where we were last week. Show you quickly what's left. Allman Brothers, there's some Wings in here. Chicago, the Embers, the Hooters, Neil Diamond, Olivia Newton-John, Genesis, Nina Simone is still here. Surprised that's still here. and Joe Cocker and Patrick Moraz. So move vinyl over here. Show you just a quick flip of what's left also from last week. Raspberries, Venatar, Trade Winds, Mothers, Chris Connor, Blue Oyster Cult, Petra, Buddy Miles, Cinematic Orchestra, Jay Giles, Autograph, Bessie Smith, Bill Haley, Chicago, Beach Boys, Tim Buckley, Van Morrison, Golden Earring, Todd Rundgren, Genesis, Jimi Hendrix, REO, The Buoys, Neil Diamond, Ringo Starr, Jackson 5, it's a jazz piece, White Lion, Commodores, Yes, the Portishead is still here, Jimi Hendrix, Alice Cooper, Sinatra, Al Stewart, Rare Bird, B-52, Fleetwood Mac, Elvis Costello, Mountain, and Foghat. All right, that's our just arrived used, but we've got more. Yes, there's more. Let me show you what's here from my collection at home. You guys know this if you've been watching my videos. These all have a D on the front. That means they came from my shelf at home. Chances are they're going to be in amazing condition. Every once in a while, I'll find one in my collection that's maybe VG plus, but most of them are better than that. So I already showed you the Nick Kershaw. What else do we have in here? This will fly out of here, so grab it quick if you're watching the video. It's a Pink Floyd, a momentary lapse of reason. Wow, I need to breathe and swallow. Import. This is a European import of Pink Floyd. So a lot of people that collect records want to get records from the place where the band is from. This would be your copy. 1987, $39 for that. Next up is Nirvana, Nevermind, from my shelf at home. This is an EU import, 2017. It's the Back to Black. Still has the sticker on the front. $35 for that. Fleetwood Mac Rumors, US, 1977. Does have the insert, the one I showed earlier that was free. $35 for that. Fleetwood Mac Rumors, and then we've got the self-titled here for $25. I don't know why I'm giving up these two from my house, but I assume that when I did that analysis, I kept at least one of both of those. Rolling Stones, this is Some Girls. It's a US 1978 first version. There is the proof of the first version, and $45 for that because of the first pressing. Chicago Greatest Hits. One of the nicest copies you'll see pre-owned. I guarantee it. $16. Journey Evolution is next. $17. ZZ Top El Loco. $18 from my shelf to yours. My former copy of Cheap Trick All Shook Up is $17. My former copy of Scarecrow by Mellencamp. $18. And ELO Face the Music. I think I got a Japanese press of that at home and let go of the US, $17. And here's what's left over, all in my section. Lots of Rush in here still. One of the things we're seeing with Rush records is that the market is starting to kind of slow down a little bit for the pre-owned Rush records. The way we know that is we still have a bunch of them. Okay, you ready for Japanese presses? Let me do these really quick, and then I'll go over and show you our sealed stuff, and then I'm going to take you through a little trip through time. Here's what's new in our Japanese presses this week here at Big Love Vinyl. Billy Joel, The Stranger, import, Japan, $40 for that. By the way, these are pre-owned Japanese imports. That means the 10% off deal is good on the website. So 10% off 4 or more pre-owned. It's a good way to save $4 on that record right there. Cool, huh? Loverboy, self-titled, got the Obi strip, that's $30. These are all Japan imports. Here's Lee Ritenour, his album Rit. Does have that hit song on there. What's the name of the hit song? This, Is It You? Is It You? You may not know that song. Like, what is that? Look it up. Lee Ritenour, Is It You was a hit song, believe it or not. Played on Top 40. The Tubes, Remote Control. This is no Obi on this, $24 for some tubes. Jeff Beck, Wired, nice Obi strip there on the left on that one, $35. I've got Jay Giles Band, Sanctuary, first Japanese press of that we've had here in the shop. A Toto, Turn Back, great Toto record if you don't have that one. Also was from my shelf at home. And Rock of the Westies, I love this record. This has Island Girl on it, Dan Dare, What else? Street Kids. All right, Feel Like a Bullet in the Gun of Robert Ford. If you know that record, you know exactly what I'm talking about when I said that. So there is the new Japanese presses. Let's take Vinyl over here because he has to be with us in case he wants to say something. It's kind of quiet this morning. Here's what's new in our sealed section. I'm going to show you this many, and then we're going to go over there and we'll be done. This is a original master recording. It's a MoFi copy of the Cars self-titled record. Got that in the house. Really glad to have some mobile fidelity. All right. Next up is Mad Lib. This is History of the Loop Digga. History of the Loop Digga, sealed 2LP. Here's the RSD Todd Rundgren's Utopia. It's on Psychedelic Swirl. Cool record there. Needs to go in our RSD section, which I'll do here in a second. Another Black Friday album. This is the 2LP Tangerine Dream 50th anniversary live at Kelvin Hall. Copy of that in here. Insane Clown Posse in the house. Flip the Rap, sealed 2LP. We've got a copy of A Tribe Called Quest. It's also 2LP. Album is called The Low End Theory. This is pretty cool. This is a sealed 12-inch single, but it's Outkast. It's got Hey Yeah and The Way You Move. Again, sealed. Pretty cool to see that. Don't get a lot of those sealed. Alice in Chains Record Store Day. This is the We Die Young. I can't remember which year that was, but it wasn't, I don't think it was 2024. It might have been last year. But anyway, we got a sealed copy of Alice in Chains. Here's a sealed copy of Stevie Nicks live in concert, the 24 Karat Gold Tour. Again, 2LP. Here's Devo's Gerald Casal, RSD. We've got, these are really cool. Yesterday's New Quintet. This is this the Mad Lib group? I can't remember. Anyway, it's on Fat Beats. Look this one up. Yesterday's New Quintet, Suite for Weldon. Really cool record. If you like some different stuff, check that out. One of my favorite records of all time, Moby Play. I got 2 copies of this. They're hard to get. Our distributor had them on back order for freaking ever. So I got 2 of them. It's $45, but Moby Play, everyone needs a copy of that, in my opinion. And some restocks. There's Boston. We've got a Tears for Fears, Sowing the Seeds of Love. Some Rush Moving Pictures. There's Chris Stapleton, Higher, a Toto 4, a Harvest Neil Young, and a Van Morrison Moondance. Those are our restocks. That takes us to where we were last week. Here's what we're going to do to finish up the video. We took our vintage still sealed section, which are these 2 bins here in the shop. We created these tabs where we've got decades now for each of these. So let me take you through these because there's a bunch of new records in here, a bunch that you haven't seen before. We're going to start at the 60s, and I'm going to show you Chad and Jeremy. Please keep in mind, I'll just say this once, these are all sealed, vintage sealed records. So 1969, I'm not going to give you the prices, it would take a long time. I'm just going to show you the records. Chad and Jeremy and the Glitter House from the 60s. No one ever opened these records. Dynamic Sound, K-Tel, 1970s. These are all 1970s. Duke Ellington, that's a collector piece. We've had that record forever. This is Blues Piano, Little Johnny Jones, etc. Chicago Blues. This is the Stiffs. Again, we're in the 70s decade. Chris Ducey. We've got Little River Band with the WMMS radio sticker on it. My hometown, and grew up listening to WMMS. Boz Scaggs. We've got more blues originals. This is Young Man with a Horn, Doris Day, etc. There's Love Unlimited Orchestra. Al Green is Love, sealed. We've got a 1977 Club Press of Gentle Giant. That's a new one this week. Love songs of the 50s and 60s. Here's a new one this week. Rock of the Westies, US 1975, sealed. Wow, you guys, that's going to be 50 years old next year. Michael Stanley Band. This is Ronco Presents Sound Waves, and we've got Jan and Dean. So there's your trip through the 70s. Now let me walk you through the 1980s, and I'm going to go backwards. By the way, I got some free stuff here. If you order a record, go on the website and you can grab these. There's not a whole lot to get excited about, but we do have this 2LP Carmen McRae Just search on the website for those. They're free. You can add them to your cart. Bernie Leadon, some guitar music, and Alan Parsons, Eve. Those are all free this week if you would like to grab those, put them in your cart. Let's go through the 80s. Let's start in 1980. This is Elton John, 21 at 33. All sealed original or early pressings. Delbert McClinton, The Jealous Kind. Starfire, Graham Parker, Rubber City Rebels. These are all 1980s. Fireburst, Stevie Wonder is 1980. And then Neil Young, Hawks and Doves, 1980, all sealed. A lot of these are new. Again, I haven't shown you these before. 1980 Sound Express. Now we're in 1981. Jay Giles Band, Freeze Frame. Dan Fogelberg's The Innocent Age came out in 1981. Alan Parsons, 1982. That's a Philippines import, by the way, sealed. Lionel Richie's first record. Hey, buddy, look, there you are. Get that off of there. There you are. You want to go in there? You do? You want to hang out with yourself? All right, have fun. 1982. We're still in 1982. Elton John, Jump Up. Rick Ocasek, Beatitude. I got 2 copies of that from 1982. From 1983, I've got The Doors, Alive, and also Crosby, Stills, and Nash, Allies. Rick Springfield's album, Living in Oz, my favorite one, came out in 1983. Got 2 of those. Also, Robert Plant, The Principle of Moments. Haven't seen that one before, y'all. That one's sealed, 1983. Red Riders, Neruda. And also Bananarama, Deep Sea Giving, came out in 1983. And the Oak Ridge Boys, American. Well, my alarm went off on my phone, which killed my video, which means you're going to get 2 videos this week. Last record, 1983, is Asia Alpha. These are all sealed, vintage, still sealed records here at Big Love Vinyl. If you're joining the second video, go back and start the first video. We're going to jump into 1984. I'm going to move some of these down here so you can see them a little better. These are all sealed records, early pressings or OG pressings. Big Country, Steel Town. Got that from 1984. Also David Bowie, Hager, Sean, 2 of those. We've got a Beach Boys compilation record from 84. The Fix, Phantoms. We've got Bryan Adams, Reckless from 84. Jay Giles Band and Pat Benatar, Tropico, came out in 84, as did Sheila E.'s Glamorous Life. 1984, great year for music. 1985, we're going to jump there and go to John Paul Jones, the music from the album Scream for Help. That's a soundtrack. Also, Pete Townshend's album White City came out in 1985. Lee Greenwood, we've got some Dolly Parton from 85. There's John Wetton's, I believe his first solo LP came out in 1985. Sheila E. from 85. Rick Springfield, Kenny Rogers, John Schneider. Stevie Wonder came out in 1985, that record did. So did Jeff Beck's Flash, and the great Level 42 album, World Machine, came out in 1985. Pat Benatar as well, Supertramp, Brother Where You Bound was in 85. Jumping to 86, we've got GTR. And again, these are all sealed records. Just want to say that one more time if you're just joining. These are all, have never been opened. 1986 for GTR. Tina Turner. What else we got? Dolly Parton, we're in 86. Lee Greenwood, Dan Seals, David Sanborn, and Bob James. The Pretenders, Get Close, Steve Winwood, 38 Special, Miami Vice 2, The Zippers. We just made it to 1987. This is The Zippers, Alison Moyet, New Monkeys, Hooters, Sheila E., Bryan Adams, Huey Lewis. We're in 1988 now. Georgia Satellites, Pat Benatar, and now 1989, Lisa and Cult Jam and Norman Nardini. All right, was that fun or what? Love that. Now when you come in the shop, you can actually choose your vintage records based on the decade. Okay, y'all, thanks for so much for being with us. Vinyl, I know you're in there. I'll get you in a second. Man, he's starting to not be able to breathe in there. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Again, thanks for watching. Appreciate your support and everything you guys do. So many friendships have come out of doing Big Love Vinyl, and I appreciate all of those. Hope you have a great weekend. Big love to everybody.